Hey guys, gonna do something. I hate doing 3 videos now. Good record of mine. 3 videos. This is the 4th one. Turning off this camera. So let's explain now the class presidency. Oh my god, it's such a mess. So the class presidency in my school is completely interesting. It's interesting. So my college is really important, and because of it, okay, hearing music, who cares? And yeah, uh, there are different groups, different candidates, of course, for the class presidency. Their president and their class, and the group that helps them. Now, here's the problem. A democracy works in a way. It works in a way. The executive part, the legislation part, and the judiciary part. I cannot speak English. How am I supposed to? In 3 parts, actually. So they are the executive part, the president in this group, the legislation, or so much as the Congress or the Council, as we say in our class, in our college. The Council are representatives. Each class has its representative, and yeah, it represents each class. So it turns into kind of a Congress. Or here's the thing, though, the judiciary part that isn't important. But now here's the thing, though. It's presidentialist when it should be a democracy of, of legislative democracy. The Congress is responsible. The legis, legislative, legislative. You know which one? I don't know why my tongue is really cramped. So is responsible for the writing of the law and making of the law. The executive branch is responsible of the in the acting of the law, so in enforcing of the law. And the courtrooms are responsible for the punishment and the judgment of the law. Now, judgment, the third one we can ignore because college. Now, the most important ones are the legislative party and the executive party. But the most important is the legislative, right? In my school, wrong. They hold nothing. And my teacher and I was so fed up. Like it can have such responsibility. It can have so much of organization and administration. It has nothing. Now, if you think one thing, the if you say if you remember, they are the house speaker, right? In my college, that doesn't exist. And I want to exist because there are lots of students in my college, and it is a very important college in my city, and so forth. I support for that administration party appears for the legislative part, so it can be organized. Because most of the time, all representatives are almost against each other. They all have same opinions, same ideas, but we don't organize. The ones that organize are the executive branch, which should not be the ones to be responsible for it. And here's the thing: the executive branch is the one who comes up with the laws. Is the one that enforces. It's the one that writes. All of us, we just vote if we approve. And most of the time we do because what else can we do? And now, oh my god, its main documentation of that that says what our class presidency should work. It just says about money. Recognition of the students? Nah. Politics? Nah. Sociology? Nah. Nothing. There is completely nothing. There's no politics. There's nothing. They care about financially. Wait, look, just the president can write this down. Also, with someone with 18 years old. My man, I want politics. That's what I'm president for. I don't want to be what I'm gonna be in the future, an adult. That is in the future. I'm taking responsibility of it. Yes, I am. But I also want to write papers. I want politics. Now, this. I want to write permissions. I want permission to do things. I want stuff, not this. This is what I want. A democracy. A total democracy. And a liberalism. And also, so real. Oh my god. Good working administration. It's like there are schools that appear like I already told in last video that this year the class presidency of this year is worse than the last one, which was much and much better. I am surprised of how better it is, how better it was. Now it's now also they would say we're gonna fight for the students. The principal saying something. They all say yes, you can do whatever you want. They don't fight back. Fighting back like this is so unfair to us. They have to move their room. They have to move their room. They have their own room, but they have to move out because lunch. We literally have to just sit and accept. We don't have rights. I'm fighting against it. Not just that, it has been the same thing, and not it wasn't just the last one was not just better in actions organization. It was also better because it was the only one that changed the documentation. This year, I doubt, but I hope it does change. If it doesn't, I don't know what to do. God. But basically, it's a whole mess, and I have to clean this up. They're making a mess, and I have to clean this. They promised something, they didn't give to us. I'm going to do this. I am. And it's a lot to do. I'm not doing this for myself. Well, I am, but I'm doing this for all the others. Because it's been a hellhole for me. And I don't want anyone to suffer from this. I don't want my kids to suffer like this. The more I think, the more I understand my students. But I have been here for already 6 years in my college, and I already know how things are. And this is their first year. There are some that are here since last year. They don't know how much we have gone through, but I have seen much worse. But I'm doing this because it has to be done. Because it's the good thing to be done. Well, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I'm going there because it's more comfortable. Basically, it's a whole mess, and I gotta clean up and organize everything. The system is all failure, and I gotta take it and try to beat it. And our government is really not focusing on education. The government of our state and also the country, I cannot lie. I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna fight for it. I'm gonna fight for the rights of education, of having a comfortable place, of having luxury, of having a safe place to be in, and our participation in politics. I know education is good, but without political view, we can get really cursed real soon. We can get manipulated. And without the view of it and how important it is in young minds, what can we do? That is the point of doing this. I have 48 ideas ready. I have an idea that is writing a manifesto of the recognition of the, all students and all our beliefs, all of our tastes. What do we believe in? We believe on better education, better conditions, and better respect. We want that, and I want that enforced to suggest of who we are, our identity, because our college is really different from all the others. It's been here for more than 100 years and is now getting torn apart. But I'm not letting this happen. Not in my watch. Not anymore. And now I'm gonna have to go against this. It's gonna be difficult, but one thing I know, Rome wasn't built in one day, and I have to have built this from start and make sure it happens. And I'm going for it. Even with my studies, with my work, I'm going for it. It's my dream. It is not just a dream now, it's my objective. I want to be an artist. I want to be a writer. I want to be a filmmaker. I want to be a YouTuber, kind of YouTuber. But I want to be a politician to help the people. I want to remind people that things need to change, things need to happen. I want this to happen. I'm sorry for screaming, but it's just something that I have been keeping all this time. I want to be proud to one day all students be proud up in a goddamn theater that we have in our own school. I don't know what it's called, room. But I would be proud to go on stage and say, I am candidating myself as for president of this year. And I will do it. But I have a long way still to go. And I have a lot of work to do still. It's on September and November that it starts. And in October. But we are already in July. Time is running out and I don't have even a whole group. But I'm working that out. I could spend on the whole other video explaining, so I'll get to call this video Class Presidency Part 1. Okay? This is the introduction. Thank you for watching and for listening. I really needed this.